Here are 3 things to know about PodX, a global podcast investment and production studio, paying $30 million for Lemonada, a podcast network and creative studio. Number 1, the deal marks PodX's official entry into U.S. podcast market. PodX's initial acquisitions focused on Europe and Latin America, where entry valuations were more attractive and competition was lower. While the U.S. podcast market has always been appealing due to its scale and high CPMs, sellers' high price expectations previously limited PodX's U.S. activity. With the gap closing between seller expectations and buy-side mandates, PodX seized on the opportunity to acquire Lemonada and establish its U.S.-based presence. Number 2, podcast growth data is compelling and attracting capital. Global podcast ad spending is projected to hit $4.5 billion by 2025, and Hernan Lopez of Alanco estimates the size of the global podcast economy at $7.3 billion. Also, recent quarterly reports also show that audio platforms like iHeart and SiriusXM are experiencing growing podcast revenues. This data is making this media class increasingly appealing to investors, which explains the growing podcast M&A and deal making in 2025. Number 3, Lemonada deal signals a new podcast M&A angle towards talent-driven IP. Lemonada indexes heavily into celebrity-led podcasts and shows. As a result, the deal gives PodX access to a roster of U.S. creators and Hollywood talent with global appeal. By plugging Lemonada's shows into PodX's global distribution network, the new parent co can help unlock new audiences and grow ad and licensing revenue. It also further positions Lemonada as a premier destination for top-tier talent looking to scale their global reach. I'm Chris, the founder of RockWater. We do M&A and strategy advisory for the creator economy and digital agencies. And every Friday, I publish a newsletter about M&A activity in the space. So I'll put a link down in the comments below where you can sign up to read it. All right, onward.